Welcome back to my channel. I'm Hannah Blackwell, and today I'm going to be bringing you my November TBR. I am also going to be using these prompts in my TBR jar. I've done a lot of different kinds of prompts and different kinds of games with this TBR jar before. I love it. I'm excited for this one because for this, I actually opened this up to everyone on my Patreon, including free members. If you want to put prompts into this jar, you can go and sign up to be a free or paid member of my Patreon, and then you go ahead and request prompts for me to put into this jar. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I'd love to have you do so. Don't forget to click the like button. Go ahead and comment down below and let me know what your reading plans are for November. I'm in a fantasy romance mood, so I think there's going to be a lot of fantasy romance on this TBR, I hope, at least. If you're looking to follow me on Goodreads, Instagram, or Patreon, all of that's linked down below in the description bar. I post videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Click the notification bell if you want to be notified. Otherwise, that's when I am posting right now. I'm really enjoying the posting schedule, doing 3 days a week. It's been nice. I think I'll be keeping up with that for a bit here. With all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into this TBR game. I'm not sure how many pulls I'm going to do. Maybe 5? Maybe I'll do 5 pulls. I don't have a whole lot in here for now, so please, if you want to help me, I need more prompts. Please go ahead and go to my Patreon page and give me some prompts because I need it. I need prompts. Some of them I made. There's some Patreon ones too. You can also drop them in the Discord if you join the Patreon, like as a paid member. You can also put them in the Discord. We have a like little cozy corner of the hideaway that we chat in. Okay, so poll number 1. Okay. This is, if you can read it, there. This is a book with a light cover. A book with a light cover. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to pick an ebook, and this is on Kindle Unlimited. I have it downloaded. This is Spark of the Everflame by Penn Cole. I've heard nothing but good things about this series. I think it involves like fae and or gods or different levels of fae, and I do know that like the second book is everybody's favorite, but the first one's good. I just realized too, there's another book I could have picked for that one, but that's okay. I'll just try to pick that for a different one. That's fine. We have a Patreon readathon coming up in the first weekend of November where we're trying to work on goals for the year to try to like make sure that we've kind of at least tried to tackle some of our goals for the year. And it's like a 48-hour readathon, and I had a plan for that one, and it had a light cover. But I'm gonna try to work that one in, like in another way. That's okay. I really want to read Spark of the Everflame, so. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick poll number 2. Oops. Okay, I guess it's this one. Oh! I know this was definitely from one of the patrons. So this is a fantasy romance under 300 pages, which is very nice. Okay, so this is actually perfection. So we have the Patreon buddy read for the red wine tier for the season of fall. So we're doing seasonal buddy reads. And our pick for fall season is Love Letters and Thirst Tonics by Haley Blackwood. I think it's like cozy fantasy, and I think the heroine is a vampire. I don't know what the hero is, but it's supposed to be like a cozy fantasy romance. So cozy fantasy, but with spice. And it looks really cute. It says 2 vampires, a magical town, and a spoonful of spice. Pick number 3. Okay. Hello, read this, please. There we go. Read a standalone. Okay, so for a standalone, I think I'm going to try to finish up the T. Kingfisher's Thorn Hedge. So I started this, I wasn't in the mood for fantasy. This was like, I don't know, a month or 2 ago. I talked about this in one of my cozy books videos, but I do want to finish this one. So I think this is going to be perfect. It's good for like cozy season. It's a cozy fantasy romance fairy tale reimagining. It's very short. I'm almost halfway through. If you can see my dog ear. Yes, I dog ear. Look at these end pages. Stunning. So pretty. So pretty. And yeah, I think this is going to be perfect for November. So pick number 4. Oh, perfect. Yay. continue a series. So there's like a whole bunch that I could pick with this because I have a lot of series I want to continue, but this is the one that I was talking about before that I wanted to still try to fit in. I could have picked it for a light cover because I was looking at the end pages and I was like, oh no, dark. And then I was like, wait, no, the covers are light though. This is Gold by Raven Kennedy. I soft DNF'd this. It's the 5th book in the Played Prisoner series, and I soft DNF'd this when I was trying to read it. I don't like what has happened. I don't like this twist. I don't like this new turn of events. I'm very unhappy about the circumstances right now in this series. But I'm hoping that will change. I'm hoping it will get better. I really want to finish the series. It's been one of my favorite fantasy romance series, and I'm hoping it's just taking me a while to get acclimated. You know, I'm really hoping. I do know that this is definitely not like a just a me thing. It seems like the ratings for this book are lower than the 4th book and the 6th book. I think that it's like a general consensus that this is kind of a bit of a flop, but this is one of my favorite fantasy romance series of all time. I need to get through this one so I can get to the final book and find out what happens. So I'm gonna do it. This is also gonna be good if I want to read this for our readathon, because I think for the readathon what I'm gonna do is try to read books that are already on my TBR, like my actual physical TBR. That's one of my biggest goals I've been trying to work towards. I haven't done book hauls. I think I did one book haul at the beginning of the year. I've not been buying a lot of books. I really want to read my physical TBR and I don't know. I keep ending up at the library or reading on my Kindle, but I have a lot of books on my physical TBR that I really want to get to. So this, if you didn't know, is a King Midas retelling or reimagining, definitely more of like a reimagining. Orin is, she's been gold touched by King Midas. She is his pet. And so this is a dark fantasy romance. Just check the triggers before you go into it. Things go crazy. It's a really good series. I'm just a little bit unhappy about the state of things right now in the series. So that was the 4th pick. So this will be the 5th pick. Depending on this one, I might do another one. I don't know. A book with plants on the cover. Oops. There we go. Okay, this is perfection because I really kind of want to read this one too for that readathon, the 48-hour readathon. This is a Dawn of Onyx. I started this and I really wasn't in a fantasy romance mood. I think I'm gonna really like it. I liked it. I just wasn't in the mood for it, so I put it down so I could give it like a better shot. And there are flowers on the cover, so that definitely counts. This one is about Orwen, not Orin, Orwen. She has these like healing abilities, I believe. She's taken prisoner by the most dangerous kingdom on the continent so that she can use her rare magical abilities to heal the soldiers of his army. And it's the Onyx King that's like this bad king. I believe at the beginning of this one, it was like super autumn feeling. It just felt very vibrant, like oranges and apple harvests, and like the colors were all very orange and red and yellow. I think that has to do with possibly like the kingdom that she is from. Can't quite remember, but I know that I was loving the vibes. It's just I wasn't in the mood. So we're gonna try this again. I'm gonna read this probably for the 48-hour readathon. I've been wanting to get back into this one. Okay, so I got basically most of the books that I wanted to get onto this TBR on it. Let's see what else I can get. I'm gonna do another poll. You know when you are really enjoying something and you just want to keep going and you know you shouldn't, but you keep going anyway because you're having so much fun? That's what I'm doing right now. I do that with nachos too. We'll see if I regret it. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Okay. Nope. This is a good one. A Kindle Unlimited pick. I might just keep this one as like a freebie. I actually recently did a What's on My Kindle video. So if you want to check that out and let me know what book you want to see me read from that video, that might be a good idea to give me some ideas because I've got all of those. There's only been a couple that have been switched out. Like I do have Phantasma on here and Between Despair and Hope and the 6th book in the Zodiac Academy series. Those are definitely options. Other than that, I guess if you watch that video, let me know which of those books that you want to see me read. I'm gonna leave this one open, I think. Okay, so let's just talk about some books that I want to read coming up here in November. So we've already got 5 or 6 books. We'll say 5, and then we're aiming for another KU pick, right? On my TBR. The 2 other books that are the ebooks are Spark of the Everflame and the Love Letters and Thirst Tonics. Those aren't super long books. This one is long, but it's fantasy romance. It should go pretty quick. These are quite short, and I've actually already started both of these. So let's talk about a couple other books that I think would be really awesome to get to in November. Okay, I'd like to, like I said, possibly read the 6th book in the Zodiac Academy series. I have started this and it was just too hard, and I think I do really just want to continue on, especially now the final book's out. We know it's the final book and I want to finish out the series. So book 6 in the Zodiac Academy. This is about twins Darcy and Tori Vega, and they don't know they're Fae, but they find out they're Fae and they have to go to the Zodiac Academy. So they go to the Zodiac Academy in the Fae realm and they discover they're the heirs to the kingdom, and chaos ensues from there. It's a bully romance and there's just lots of drama. It's like the CW on crack. A cozy mystery I'd really like to get to is Murder in the Scottish Shire. This is set in Scotland. It's about a single mom. She owns this like yarn shop and it's a cozy mystery. It's the first in the series and I've been wanting to read this for a while. I love like yarn shop type of mysteries. Speaking of cozy mysteries, I'd also like to read the 4th book in the Vampire Knitting Society series. That's this one right here. The 4th book is set during Christmas time and I've been holding off to read it, but I think maybe end of November might be a good time for me to read that one, and that is a KU pick as well, so that might work for that prompt. And then I have another, like 2 more wintry books. One is A Holly Jolly Ever After by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. I read the 1st book in this series. Each book in the series follows a different couple. It has its own HEA, but they're all about like romance movies and actors in the romance movies. And the first one I really liked. It was super spicy, super fun, very hilarious. I just had a very good time with it. Basically what I see is people either hate it or love it, and I'm in the love it camp for that first one. So I want to read more from this duo. This is going to be, I think, a really perfect Christmas rom-com for me. Rom-coms aren't usually my thing. The first book in the series, A Merry Little Meet Cute, brought the spice, and it also brought a lot of like joy and fun, but like Christmas vibes. I thought it was perfect. This is a really cute cover. And then The Devil in Winter by Lisa Kleypas. This would be a series continuation for me. I read the prequel for the series and then the first 2. So I actually read the first 3 books in the series. This is the 4th then. A Devil in Winter. And B for Mama Needs to Read Romance, and a whole bunch of other romance booktubers have been doing a read along for this series, and I'm now behind. But I want to catch up. We'll see if I can. I think they're actually reading the spring one in November. That's fine. I've been wanting to read this for a while. This is about Sebastian St. Vincent and Evie, and I think this is a lot of people's like favorite book in the whole series. And it's set in winter, and I love Lisa Kleypas. She is probably one of my favorite historical romance authors of all time. She's just a wonderful writer. Her books are very swoon-worthy and lovely, and this is going to be like the ultimate historical romance bad boy with Evie, who has like these self-confidence issues because of her, I think she has a stutter possibly, and her parents don't treat her well. And they have this marriage of convenience that they broker because he needs the money and she needs to be away from her family, basically, I think. So she's an American heiress, he's British. I don't know what his title is, if he's like an earl or what he is. I'm excited for this one. So there you have it. Those are my books that I have picked and some of my tentative as well TBR for November. We have 5 book picks and another prompt through the TBR jar, and also basically a tentative TBR for me as well. If you want to give me more prompts for the next TBR, go ahead and join my Patreon for free or for paid, whichever one, and you can comment on that post and give me prompts for my TBR jar, and that would be awesome because I need more prompts. If you like this video, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. All my social media is linked down below in the description. Until next time, fellow readers, keep reading and living your best life.
What's wrong and why you never said you felt that way? And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.